Hi YouTube, this is Jaden Stormcutting Teen Shadow Strike, and if you notice, the video that will be posted right before this one is going to be my Draconic Overlord, the Cross, or the X deck, whatever you choose to call it. I'm really glad to finally have that done, but you know what? They say never forget what you had before. So I'm going to be doing my final deck profile on my Perditions for now. I still love my Perdition deck. This is what I took to that crappy ARG event, and this deck, up till now, because I technically still have not actually played an actual hand with my real cross deck yet. I've only played it online. And I had all this stuff Saturday, even before our local tournament, but I did not play it because I don't like throwing a deck together in 30 minutes. I like to take the process seriously and take my time. Because I just feel that makes the deck better. So I decided to play my Perdition deck one more time and use just basically the new strides, and it worked out very well. We had a pretty good sized tournament. We literally shut the place down because we had some people come up from a city far away, and it was a real special night. I almost did not go Saturday to my locals because I had Monday. I'm so sorry. I had everything to play the deck on Monday. I'm sorry, I have my days mixed up. I had a real shitty day Monday at work. I was at work, and in the back, literally like this tower of boxes came on top of me, gave me a headache. I wasn't hurt, but I was just not having a good day. So I literally was almost going to go to my locals, and then my friend Christian called me and said there were some people there with some stuff that I wanted to trade for, mainly the X, and I ended up going and ended up leaving with my entire X deck. So I'm glad I did go, but it made my day. But I played my Perdition deck, and it was almost too perfect. Guys, I can't begin to tell you how much I love this deck. Any deck that came before this has been my favorite out of all of them. Chaos Breaker, Majesty Lord Blaster, this was my favorite. So many decks that I've played, but this has been my favorite. Everything before it, the X will probably tie it, because, guys, this deck box right here, it's a double deck box. Right here is where my Perditions go. Right here is where the X goes. These are my two favorite decks, and I love my Perditions to death. I will never take this deck apart. It means so much to me. So I'm just so glad that I've been able to. I wish I would have had more time to play with it before they shoved Stride on us. But you know what? I really I love this deck. So this is going to be my final deck profile of it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go. So for the starter, we still run Petal Flare Dragon because this is the best option in my opinion. Grade 3s float to my hand with this deck, so I really don't see the point of playing Red Pulse, even though I love Red Pulse to pieces. But this guy, if you kick him off at the right time, it can devastate your opponent. In the tournament Monday, I played Gear Chronicle. Getting this off with Gear Chronicle just kills them unless he gets a chance to rewind it back to my deck. So if I do get a chance to get this off, then it really hurts their formation. If you are playing Perditions and you don't have the money to build the X, don't worry, guys. This deck is still very compatible. I still think this is a solid Tier 1 deck choice, in my opinion. Just because Perditions just have so much retiring power. They do have access to a restanding Vanguard, and they have a great supporting backup Vanguard as well. That's what makes this deck so good. So I still stick with Petal Flare. For triggers, 2 Apalala, 2 Tar, 2 Buster Rain, and 1 Blu-ray for 7 criticals, 4 Gatling Claws, and 1 Red Gem Carbuncle, and then we play 4 Agathea. So, 7 crit, 5 draw, 4 heal, standard for me almost. I would not change this trigger lineup at all. Some people like to play 3 Gatling Claws and 2 Artipeak, the Margot clone, but I'd rather play 4 Gatling Claws, so if I'm playing against certain decks that they really depend on their starter, I have the highest probability of seeing this card as possible. So, Grade 1s. 4 copies of Perdition Dragon, Rampart Dragon, our Perdition Perfect Guard. Kagero Perfect Guards just keep getting cooler, in my opinion, and Protect Orb took it up another step. I mean, Kagero has the coolest Perfect Guards in the game. Sorry, guys. 4 copies of Malico. This is the MVP of Perditions, period. You do so much retiring, and this guy gives you access to unflip damage. Now, I want to talk about one card real quick while we're on this, because it might come up. And that is... Where is she? One second, guys. And that is... Some people might ask, why don't I play this card? This is a card that came out in the new booster G1. I'll read her for you real quick. When this unit is placed on the rear guard, if you have a Vanguard with Perdition in its card name, and your opponent does not have any rear guards in the same column as this unit, you may E-Special Soul Blast 1 Perdition, and if you do, choose 2 cards from your damage zone and turn them face up. Now, the reason that I am still not playing her, she is a good card. I just really like Malico, because you're not going to... Because if you combo this right, you're going to be able to get your Malico combos to always pretty much be for free anyway. And I do like the rest of my Grade 1 lineup, so let me finish showing it to you. It's 3 Dragon Monk Gojo, which, like I've said many, many a time, it is a staple in Kagero. And plus, it's a Legion deck, and I do like it. And plus, this is what I like riding first turn for my Grade 1 every single time if I could. And then 3 Perdition Dragon Knight Gia. And I like Gia in this deck because it gives you more... I consider these utility cards because they can be a 7k booster, they can be a 10k attacker. I just don't know what I would cut for this. I thought about cutting 1 Gojo and 1 Gia to play 2 of her, but Malico gives me all the unflip power I need, and plus, your soul is going to go away pretty quick. So, I mean, I really don't see the point of putting in more when Malico does the work. So, I mean, I might play test her if... Perditions get more support in the future, which I hope they do. But as of right now, Malico does enough job without her, even though I will admit her card art is absolutely amazing. Next, we play 4 copies of Whirlwind Dragon, Perdition Dragon, Whirlwind Dragon. It's our Perdition 12k attacker. And Legions with Dragonuit. I still am only playing 3 copies of Neoflame. Since the last time I did this, I have been able to pick up a second Legion Rare Great and Neoflame. When he's placed on the rear guard, if a unit in the same column as him is retired, you may counterblast 1 to retire another one in the same column, so you can clear out a whole column real easily with him. But only 3, that's all you really need. And then for the other Grade 2, since the last time I did this deck profile for you guys, this has changed. I now play a total of 4 copies of Menace Laser Dragon, just because now... it's just the better option. I wish I would have went with this with ARG, but I'm still proud of what I did there. Just because you can create a column like this and basically get a retire for free. You know, so I really, you know, no complaints about this deck, guys. But, so, Grade 2s. And then Grade 3s, we play 4 copies of Perdition Dragon, Vortex Dragonuit. So Vortex Dragonuit Legions with Whirlwind Dragon. If this unit is in Legion, you may counterblast 2 and discard a copy of a unit that's on your Vanguard circle, so in other words, either Vortex Dragon or Whirlwind Dragon. If you do pay the cost, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards, Grade 2 or less, and retire them. Then if the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less, choose 1 of your opponent's Vanguards and deal 1 damage. And during that damage check, all trigger effects are nullified, and this ability cannot be used for the rest of the turn. So it gives you a way to damage your opponent, wipe up, take out 2 of their rear guards, and also when... during your main phase, when your opponent's rear guard is put into the drop zone, he receives plus 3,000 power. So when you're in Legion and you do this skill and you destroy 2 units, your Legion immediately gains 6,000 power, which is good. And but that plus 3,000 power is not a Legion skill, so even if you're only sitting on a Vortex and you destroy a unit, say with a Menace Laser and Malico combo, he does receive 3,000 power. So... And then finally, we play 4 copies of Perdition Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord Dragonic Overlord the Great. I'm sorry. My avatar. Overlord of all forms. So he obviously legions with Neoflame. So Overlord. When this unit, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked a rear guard, if this unit is in Legion, you may counterblast 1 and discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, stand all of your rear guards. This ability cannot be used for the rest of that turn. And then his second skill is, if this unit's attack hits, you may sacrifice a unit that is also on your Vanguard circle and retire another one of your opponent's units. So, if you're sitting on just Overlord and your Overlord's attack hits, you may select one of your rear guards Overlord, retire them, and then retire one of your opponent's rear guards. And if you're in Legion and you happen to have a Neoflame or Overlord on the Vanguard, you may sack that unit off if your Vanguard's attack hits and destroy another one of your opponent's units. So it gives you more retiring power. So I am still looking for 2 Legion Rare Greats and Neoflames and 2 Legion Rare Dragonuits and Whirlwind Dragons. I will only trade for them as a pair. I will not trade for just one half of the Legion Rare. I will need both. So if you are, I'm going to be doing a trade binder for you guys soon. I just really need to get my trade binder organized. It is a fucking mess. And for my G deck, it is the exact same thing as the Cross, but just for the hell of it, I will put it out here for you. 4 Flame Emperor Dragon King Root Flare Dragon. His ability, Stride, is you may flip a copy over of him from your G-Zone face up. If you have at least 2 cards face up in your G-Zone, you may retire one of your opponent's columns, pretty much, to put it in quick, simple terms. You do not want to stride into this guy first. You want to stride into him after you've already strode once. That way his skill is activated, which I play 2 copies of Divine Dragon Knight Mahmud. This is the unit that you want to stride into first, because you can stride into him first, and then he goes to the G-Zone, stride into Root Flare, then flip a copy of Root Flare face up, and then now you can Root Flare's skill is active. So this is the unit that you want to stride into first. And then finally, we play 2 copies of Miracle Element Atmos. His ability is Stride. When he attacks, you may counterblast 1 and give him 10,000 power. So pretty dumb. So that's my Stride deck. So anyway, guys, that is my Perdition deck profile. I am so glad that, you know, I've had as much time as with this deck that I've had. It is not going anywhere. I will still be playing this in tournaments occasionally. I am still going to Legion Rare this deck out. I just freaking love this deck. Like I said, everything from set 17 prior to it, this is my favorite deck. Just means a lot to me. I'm glad that, you know, that more stuff for Kagero is coming out, but this is as of right now, this is, the X is probably going to end up tying it, but this is, up till now, this has been my favorite deck to play with. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. So in the comment section below, if you have any questions about Perditions, other ways that you might be able to play Perditions or anything, feel free to leave comments or feedback or questions below. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video for me, and I will see you guys next time.